All right, let's find some more super chats here. Um, we've got Roberto. Roberto. He says, watched your video where you talked about how people are going to be caught surprised by their wealth, and at this point, getting people prepared to think about preparing for that is job one. God love you, Jake. I know we appreciate that, Roberto. Look, I've built all these services and these partnerships and connections to make all this stuff easy. And again, it was very selfish, honestly. I did well in 20 and 21, and I want to make sure that other people have the same options and are afforded the same benefit that I was. But irrespective of any of that, I'm hopeful that people that watch my content just, one, dream bigger and believe that things can happen for them. And then two, have so much conviction, if they're invested in certain assets, that they start to take action toward those things. They, look at estate plans. They start to understand, how to mitigate taxes or structure things to prevent creditors from taking it. Or, if you're going to come into a lot of money, you got kiddos, maybe you're looking at prenups. There's just so many different things that, more money, more problems. Right? Like, that's a real thing, and that is a reason that a lot of lottery winners go broke in 3 to 5 years. If you don't ever think it can happen to you, and then it does, and you're caught off guard, and you haven't prepared yourself, and have the financial education and counselors and good people around you to help you be a good steward of that money, you can easily squander it. We've seen lots of people do that. So my hope is that we obviously want to do everything that we can to help people, but there may be people that don't want to work with us. We're not their cup of tea, which is perfectly fine. And at least they're going to know the questions to ask these other professionals. They're going to be educated. They're going to be in a much better position when this happens than they would have been if they were caught off guard and didn't believe it and just had their head in the sand. So that's really the whole initiative behind the mastermind and everything else that we do. We just want people to have access to good information, and at least start working toward understanding these things so that they aren't in a bad spot when it happens.